What's up, dude?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
House cats.
House cats. I have a random question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you ever drink or eat?
What do you mean?
I just never see you drink or eat. I offered you a sparkling water when you came in, and you laughed in my face.
You offered me LaCroix.
Okay. I mean, you don't like LaCroix? Who doesn't like LaCroix?
I'm more of a Perrier kind of guy.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But I just thought about it today. Like, I never see you drink or eat. And even the times we go out to eat, the plate's empty. And I just kind of look, like, the food comes, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, we're hanging out, and I look down, and it's gone. So it's like, wait.
You think the food is just teleporting into my stomach?
Or you just get rid of it. Like, I never see you eat or drink. Do you?
Yeah, I do. You could just tell.
When is it?
Because I'm getting bigger. I mean, a lot of people have been commenting on my body, my physique. They're like, oh, my God, you see how hard I work.
Sure.
And I do eat. I eat 4 times a day. I'm sorry.
When? Like, where?
And as soon as I wake up, I have like a lot of water.
Okay.
I eat bread.
Water's not eating. Got it.
I eat bread.
Bread?
Bread by itself.
Okay. What kind of bread?
Like, not like, so my mom, like, she just like packs this like stuff for me to take home because, I'm training. So homemade like rolls, like dinner rolls.
So you just drop by your mom's house and then she hooks you up?
Nah, yeah, every now and then. I'm like, yo, mom, like, I'm training. I need this. And she's like, oh. And she makes this great homemade bread. Homemade bread.
I mean, that's unreal.
I mean, dinner roll. And I put them like on turkey sandwiches.
Sure,
I put
not?
it by itself. So yeah, I eat that. And then, I have my breakfast. Now, my breakfast is egg whites. My breakfast is, turkey bacon. My breakfast is, a little bit of hash brown. Okay.
So my breakfast is.
That's my breakfast. With a little OJ on the side because I represent.
Cute.
I like
that. Okay. No pulp?
No pulp.
Oh, come on, dude.
No pulp. Hell no. I don't like that little stuff.
Pulp is real.
Nah, that's why I like boba tea because they got the little black balls. Almost choked on that one time.
Okay.
Then, and then after that, I get some Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. So you eat some not so good food all the time.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
I thought you were like a purity guy all the time. The food had to be perfect. Okay, what do you get from Chick-fil-A?
Oh, come on, man. Sometimes I ball out. I get the chicken strips. I get the deluxe sandwich. I might get a cookie.
Oh, okay.
The brownies at Chick-fil-A.
Spoil yourself.
Yeah, the brownies at Chick-fil-A. Come on, I only get that once. I thought you
were like the Mr. Like I don't eat anything bad for me all the time.
Well, I don't eat sweets a lot.
Okay.
Like even when you met Dan, my trainer.
Yeah.
He is like, yo, after the workout, get some like a candy or something like that. So I eat candy to just like
because you're trying to mass up.
Exactly. And then I'm like, this is.
You don't like it.
I get half. Yeah, I don't eat candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I just kind of thought to myself, I was like, I've never seen you drink or eat like barely ever.
You know what I hate? Like a sour candy. That's why I can't stand.
Wow.
You like sour?
I love it. Dude, me and you.
What the fuck?
Me and you are just on completely opposite pages when it comes to food and drink.
The yin and the yang.
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it because it's like whenever we go out to eat, I'm always like, what?
Yeah.
Like I would never think to order that, but that's what makes us, that's what makes the house cats the house cats.
Well, there it is.
I mean, we're coming from a different angle.
We go to a 5-star restaurant and I'm ordering chicken nuggets. You're like, yo,
I'll take extra pulp, please.
Yeah, you know what else is sour?
What's up?
Gym personality.
Oh my God.
Let's get into it.
So, hell of an episode. We got some drama, dude. I love it.
Drama.
We got some Vegas drama. Okay. So Jen and Whitney get together. They're kind of getting ready for the day.
Yeah.
They seem like they're moving past things. Everything's good. Like there's just a maturity going on. And of course, Jen is pissed about Whitney. She can't let things go. So we got dinner. Right? That's kind of the main first thing we got. Yeah. Right? Walker.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else you want to, anything before that you want to talk about?
I just love Heather. I think the fact that when she had that conversation with Whitney, she was just like, yo, brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Yeah,
so,
basically.
Yeah. So before dinner, basically, there's this thing of like, Whitney's like, this is great. We had a great time with Lisa and Meredith. We were hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, just so you know, like,
brace yourself.
Jen is not in a good place. And she's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that feeling.
Yeah. Like we just did.
Like, are you serious? Yeah. Whether that be with your significant other or a friend, where it's like they just can't drop it. And you're like, I'm doing everything I can. I've apologized 3 times. I've given you gifts. Like, what do you...
I sat in the tub with
you want me to be miserable. That's the only way to make... Yeah, I climbed in your pee-soaked tub to get and hugged you awkwardly. Aren't you happy with me?
It only cost $11.
And I made sure you paid for it. Okay, so she warns her, and Whitney's like, what, dude, are you serious? Like, I finally got everyone to be cool. And then we got dinner. And one thing I will say I liked about this episode is they did not take long to get into the drama.
That's what I like. Come on, thank you. Shout out to the producers.
We got a little bit of Brooks, but there was no long, drawn out, random kind of boring like storyline. It was just like we're at dinner.
Yeah.
And the thing about Jen is Jen comes in with a shotgun.
I came in with a wrecking ball. That's me singing to the house guest. We're big fans over here. Go ahead.
No.
Okay, I was about to go in.
Go in. No, I was saying no, like yes. No, yes.
I didn't want to serenade the audience a little bit.
Go in. I got a drink right here. I'll put the lighter on.
I came in with the wrecking ball. Hold on, bro. I was gonna do acapella, but nah, that's too much pressure.
Some drums,
nah, that's too much pressure. A little bit. That's too much pressure. I fumble. You know, I stumble over my words when you confront me like Jim.
I just produced. I was producing.
Go ahead.
I gave you some drums.
I love that.
That
was great while you was on beat. I love that.
I mean, come on, dude.
God,
that's what I do.
I'm gonna try to bring some songs back. Just keep up with me later on the episode. That was funny.
I got you. I'll pick it up. So we got Lisa and Meredith show up. First of all, with Lisa, I want to get like t-shirts made that just show Lisa's face and it just says, I love it. Because every time, you ever notice she walks into a room and she goes, oh, I love it.
You know,
yes. I love it.
Oh, I love
everything she does. Oh, I love it.
You know why? Because guess what she always says about herself?
What?
I hold myself to what? A high standard. She says that every time. I'm like, how high is this standard and how can I climb up, girl? I'm trying to meet you there. You know, I'm on cloud 9. You know, and she comes in the room. She's like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. You know, and then she goes to interview. Listen, I'm not about to do that. I hold myself up to a high standard. I'm like, girl, you stay there. You stay right there.
Get on top.
Don't let no one.
Sorry.
Wait,
I didn't mean to like that.
What the hell?
Sorry. I gotta grab something with her.
Yo, get on top. Stay on top. Get on top. What kind, bro? We in 2021. I can't even talk right now. What the? Stay on top, get on top. Wait, what?
I didn't mean to offend.
Yo, but anyways, so we have Jen. So let's talk about Meredith and Lisa. They arrive first. The cool girls arrive first. That's how I know this situation gonna be some bullshit. Yeah. Okay, when the cool girls arrive before the all right girls, you know, before that part, it's always drama. Okay, because it's out of place. The universe is off. It's like it's off balance. You said, go ahead.
Absolutely. Like the Earth axised backwards.
Yes.
It's like, wait, the cool girls are always supposed to show up fashionably late.
Thank you.
And all of a sudden they're first, so we know some shit's about to pop off.
Come on. Like,
well, okay, so this is the question. Are they late?
Oh, what do you mean?
Are the cool girls late, but everyone else is later?
Nah.
You know, did they try to show up late?
Nah, because I can't see I wouldn't call them like less cool girls. I can't see the outsiders. Right, showing up like they stick to regimen, they stick to routine. They're, you know,
why were they so late?
Well, I think the cool girls were early because maybe if they thought the cool girls was like, if I arrive early, then maybe I can leave early. And Meredith on time.
That's like a party trick.
Yeah, right on time.
I was there for like an hour, but like we showed up while we were like making the food.
That
doesn't count.
You see what I'm saying? Bye. I'm sorry. Okay, you know what I mean. I already ate. This is good. Now I want to talk about everyone's outfit. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, I got to say this. Okay. We get to Meredith. Yeah. Classy, stylish, you know, always boring. We get to Lisa, business-minded. What is that, like a Pepto-Bismol suit? I don't know.
Pepto-Bismol, a women's work suit.
Okay, there it is. It's called that. We get the Jen, like a poison ivy? Or,
I mean, just an absolute, just always, it's more of a costume than an outfit.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Right.
She looked like Jim Carrey, the mask, kind of. She like Jim Carrey in the mask. When he put on that mask, you see that jawline? Yeah, okay.
Dude, she could cut glass with that thing.
She cut that jawline. It's strong. Woo! Okay, Lord Voldemort. Like, so then we go to, Whitney. Okay. Whitney's a little stylish. You know, she has a little low key, chill.
Oh, yeah.
But then we got to my girl, Heather. Woo! Did you see what's under that suit? I saw everything. Heather came for, I'm going to go to this dinner, but what are we getting into afterwards? Like, she didn't cover the things up. I'm like, girl, Heather wanted.
No, they were supposed to go to a strip club, right?
Oh, they weren't
talking about that.
Yes,
I remember that. Yeah, strip club tonight. And I was like, oh, shit. Like,
Heather was ready to get
it's time to pop.
Papa, she ready. She dressed. I'm like, God, everyone is cool. And then Heather comes in like, I'm in Vegas.
She's like, I'm going to get some.
Yes. And some can she get? Damn, did she see how good she looked?
Looking fire.
Oh my God. She was rocking the hell out that goddamn, what
rocking
is that?
it.
Like maroon kind of like
just like
color. Yeah. Ooh. When I step into the room, all I see.
I couldn't even do it.
No, you missed it. You missed it.
I couldn't.
You missed it.
When I step into the room, it was like a Vegas. Luck be a lady. It was like an old jazz lounge singer. I was not expecting that.
You wasn't expecting that. See what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that from Heather.
Right.
She looked good.
Okay.
And so before we get to that,
yeah.
Right. So Jen walks in. So we already have Meredith and Lisa's, forgiving. It was like, it's such a fun day. We got a lot out.
Right.
Whitney took ownership. All I said was sorry.
Yeah.
We get to Jen. She's already having a glass in her hand. What's up, girls? What's happening? It was all good. How was your day? Boom. Straight up. Well, I was, still frustrated and mad at Whitney. Lisa and our girl, Lisa, we love Lisa. She was like, hold on, let me stop you right there. I forgave her. And she was like, what the? Now, here's the thing. You are a man of I would say honor. I would say like, yo, you are a disciplined guy.
Okay.
I train with you, you box with you, you always on time.
Okay.
Something about you, you character. You have a great character. If you forgive someone and you want to move on, you don't like hold that. You're done. You wash your hands. Clean slate.
I'm a big champion of this.
Okay, go ahead.
The second you apologize to me, we never talk about it again. Or I'll make fun of you about it. It'll be a joke because like we're not being serious about it. And if I apologize to someone, I really mean it, and I hope that we can move on. I hate when people hold on to stuff, even though you've done everything you can. So for me, it's like that's a big thing for me. It's like all you can do is apologize and move on. Like what else do you want me to do? Want me to donate to charity? Like I don't know what else you want me to do to prove to you that I'm sorry. Like I can't undo what happened. I understand that it hurts you, but what else do we want to do?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? I mean, obviously the severity of how bad something is, right?
Yeah.
If I do something horrible, if I just go, sorry, obviously, whatever. But like, what else do you want me to do?
Well, I hold on to stuff for a very long time. Okay. We are very different. I mean,
So you were expecting me to say something different?
I was expecting you to say something different.
You were expecting me to go in.
Oh, because you're a man of a stature. I'm like, yo, you're disciplined. Once you break that.
I love it. I say you set me up, and I fucking just whiffed on the ball.
Don't worry, I'll pick it up from here. You've been off this episode.
I have been off this episode. I need to wake up.
I'm throwing it at you. Listen, go ahead. Right. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time. I need you to get up. Okay, don't matter.
All right, here listen. We go. I'm here.
Okay, God damn, I'm sorry. I get Gam. I feel like Mary for carrying the season. This how Mary is, Queen Mary. I set all this up.
All right, I'm stepping back. I'm back in the ring. All right,
okay, God damn.
Yeah, so I would never forgive anyone.
Never forgive.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you say that to get her off your. She said that to get out the hot tub.
Never forgive, never forget.
Never forgive, never forget. Right? Why would I do that?
Take it to the grave.
You know what I mean? I take it to the grave. Yeah, I'm going to say I forgive you, but you're my enemy right now. So that lets me know I'm going to let you close, but I'm got my eye on you.
Then I'm going to kill.
Right?
Yeah,
but,
sorry.
Wait, kill? No.
Sorry.
But here's the thing about women. I wouldn't say women. Here's the thing about Jen, because I think she's bipolar. She let Whitney close to her, but at the same time she's like, okay, I'm gonna forgive you, whatever,
right?
But you're not supposed to tell other people.
You're not a real. So that's the thing about Jen. Jen wants to be an evil genius,
yes,
but she's like an evil like henchman. Yes. Like she's not a real. She doesn't know how to do it right. Like the real way to be evil is to, like you said, bring your enemies close. Don't tell anyone, and when the moment is right, you strike. But she's just like, I'm going to bring her close. Yeah. And then talk shit to everyone. And then emotionally lash out. Like, you're not being a good evil person. You need to be better at it.
You know who Jen reminds me of? You ever see those movies where they have the good guy captured. The bad guy got the good guy.
Yeah.
He got him in a chair. Yeah. He's wrapped up in the rope. He can't move. He was like, what are you going to do? What's your plan? He was like, well, I'll tell you my plan. And he turns his back. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the water and the power in the city so none of these y'all can't have water and power for the week. Then when the mayor's about this party, I'm going to kidnap his daughter by herself. And then when he turns around, the bad guy's already escaped. Because you told him if your plan, the bad guy, he tried to buy time to get out the goddamn trap.
It's like a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. And Jen, you're not Mary.
Jen's
you see how Mary drops seeds. She just sit back.
She's she's really truly an evil genius.
Let me just tell you something. I know we're getting off topic. Let me just tell you how boss and Queen Mary is. This is Queen Mary. She made this season. She's my MVP of the season. She told the producers, I'm going to stay in my castle. Y'all come film me there. I'm not getting out. That's the only time you can film me. And I accept that y'all FaceTime calls and I do the interview. But I'm not leaving my castle. I got other shit to do. And I love that about her. That's a little, okay, cool. That was a little invert. We could edit that out. And then, so we get to
hold on. Actually, let me add to that.
Go ahead.
She's even more of a genius.
Go ahead.
Because, you know what? I'm going to save this for the end when we're talking about Mary. Because I actually think that Mary... Last week, we made a decree of how we miss Mary. Mary's deserted us.
Yeah.
I personally think Mary's not gone anywhere. I think that she is the Elon Musk. She is the Amazon. She is the Bezos of orchestrating chaos.
I love that.
So we'll get to that. Once at the phone call at the end, we'll talk about this.
Okay, let's talk about it. Okay,
continue.
Jen. So Jen, she's telling everyone, like, yo, I don't trust her. Telling her friend, her cousin, her friend, like, you know, I'm not for like, no, you're shouting to the mountaintops. Your peers how much you hate your enemy. And now that they know that, they're like, what is this girl problem? I thought you said you're sorry for her. So you're exposing yourself and it looks two-faced, right? You always have a friend that like, man, I forgive you, whatever, bro. We good. We solid,
like
whatever.
The one who always kind of just whatever's fine.
But you keep his eye on him. You're like, bro, because you know if he did it once, he can do it again. You know what I mean? He's like, let me just watch out for him. I'm not going to let him get close like that ever again. Just not a little too close, right? Jen is very in her own world.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Now I'm about to go off and you can just pick me up. Okay. Jen thinks loyalty means siding with her. If you don't side with her, you're showing your loyalty. And that means you're showing her that you have a mind to think for yourself, and she doesn't like that. There's no accountability on Jen's part. Jen is made up. Again, she has a team. She lives in her own world. We'll laugh at that team, by the way. We'll get to that little scene.
I mean, maybe the worst team of all time. Yeah.
Her assistant, I don't know. He's like, yo, she said she loved me in a text, so I just showed up.
It seems like she went outside and started picking random people off the street. Like there's no like consistency at all.
I was like,
anyway,
it's a new assistant.
Two random, like someone's dad, someone's cousin, two random ladies. Like anyway,
she saw her bodyguard. Her bodyguard she saw this guy at like his son's football game. He was like, hey, you want some airtime? Like that kind of just say.
That might have been who's the guy that they tried to set up Heather with?
Oh, Big Daddy?
That might have been Big Daddy.
Oh, that might be Big Daddy. I think that might have been Walter cousin, at the restaurant. But yeah, so
Walter.
Yeah, you remember him?
Walter. Yeah.
So she gets to the table and it's like, yo, I forgave Whitney. What does Jen do? Says to Lisa. She goes, what the fuck? She was so irate that it was like, she apologized. I forgave her. We move on.
Yeah.
And what is that? That's called being a grown up, being an adult.
Yeah.
Okay,
being over the age of like 16. I mean, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, Lisa's like, I loved the question because Jen sits down there immediately talking, and then they get into it like really fast. She's like, "How was your day?" Whatever, and she's like, "Oh, it was good. Had a good day with Whitney. Worked through some things." And she's like, "Really?" And Lisa just so Jen goes, well, how could you get over it? The fact that she did this, and this, and she talked about you. And Lisa's like, well, she apologized, so I got over it. And Jen, it was like the computer was breaking. She was just like, what do you mean? But she did something you didn't like. And then her and Meredith were like, yeah, but like she apologized. We moved past it. We had a good time. We're done. I can't stand for that. And she immediately just gets into like, fine, then choose Whitney. And I was like, dude, I haven't heard the words like, fine, then you just choose her since I was like 14. Like, when was the last time you heard a friend of yours say like, well, then just choose him because you're going to his birthday?
When we was playing Mortal Kombat and I had to choose a fighter that he wanted and I chose Sub-Zero.
Yeah, exactly. And I chose Scorpion and that was a problem.
That was it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. It was like, you're hanging out with him, but you're not hanging out with me. And it's like, well, yeah, it's his birthday. Well, then you just go hang out with him forever then. It was like listening to the children. I was blown away by how she looked at the whole situation. I thought it was a joke. I thought she was kind of playing the camera. She's not. It was legit.
I love how you said her brain just shut off.
It broke.
Like, what? You apologize? No, because she said you and Meredith are afraid of me, terrified.
Right.
And clearly she's lying, right?
Right. I was like, what? Everyone's looking at each other like, is this really happening?
Is this, and then Meredith, I don't know who left faster, me or Meredith, when I heard that. I walked out, she walked out with me.
Dude, I loved that move.
Yeah, it's such a boss move.
Well, so then what caused her to walk out, right, was Jen basically told her, like, you either choose me or you choose Whitney, and you can't be friends with both of us. And Meredith literally was just like, I'm gone again.
Yeah.
Because remember, she left the other time too?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not having any of this shit, Jen. Like, you're a psycho. I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. She just picked up, walked out.
She walked better. And that walk off, I got to admit.
Powerful.
Those walk offs that she did, like, I give it like an 8 out of 10.
Dude.
Yeah.
Meredith kills it.
Meredith kills it. She needs to be on the runway. The hell with Brooks. Those walk offs, I'm boring, but I look good. I'm boring, but I'm powerful. Huh?
On Instagram,
yeah,
Meredith looks like she's 25.
Oh yeah,
it's Seth. Like crazy.
As you know, that's Seth. That's Seth. We got to applaud Seth. Thank you, Seth. Seth got a feeling good.
I also think if you don't show a lot of emotion, your face doesn't show wrinkles. You know what I mean? If you're always like this,
okay,
you never have used your face muscle. So then, like, there's no lines. She still looks so young. It's crazy.
So you said no emotions is the best way.
Yes,
it's the free way of Botox.
Think about Botox. Botox freezes your face, so you can't show emotion. Mm-hmm. So if you less emotion, that's why Brooks looks really young, because he's just like, hello, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't even show any emotion. They both are just emotionless in their face. Well, so they both look like you know what they look like? They look like, remember the movie Twilight?
Yeah.
The vampires? They look like vampires.
Yeah, it's true.
They're just kind of.
Well, yeah, I can agree, because Brooks does look like he's fresh out of a flash mob. Like, he just. Hi, we're coming to do this dance. Yeah, but yeah. So
I had the worst day ever. My dog pooped.
I stepped in a pile of shit. I was like, bro,
that's not a bad day. That's just you not picking him after you. You probably were neglecting your dog.
Yeah,
your dog was probably like scratching at the door for hours, being like, "Can you let me out?" And he was just like, "I don't get up for dogs." And then the dog shit on the ground. What do you expect?
Yeah, he was like, "All right, well, I don't get up to go shit." So yeah, so she
Meredith
walks
out. Yeah,
and then Lisa is really adamant about she wants to fix this. She's like, yo, we're friends. Let's go. Listen, I came to this dinner party to leave early, and we don't want to leave that early. You know,
I was not expecting her to be so invested.
Me neither. Shocked.
I thought she was going to be like, okay, great. Have a good night. Like, bye, psycho. Like, I was not expecting her to be all like, Jen, it's okay. Let's talk. I was like, what is this?
Because I think Lisa is like, again, the queen of the cool girls. I think she really, like, genuinely at that table wanted Jen to calm down. Let's talk. She was like, let's resolve this.
She's like not another one of these.
Yeah, like, I'm cool. Listen, all that energy, like, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm out here on business, according to Lisa, right? She was like, I want to enjoy it. We're supposed to go to a strip club afterwards. Let's get, like, this resolved.
Yeah, I'm trying to see some. You think they're going to the male strip club or the female strip club?
No, on Whitney, it'll be this male.
Male?
Yeah, I think it'd be a male.
See, I think it would be the female, because I think she'd want to go up on stage and show and beat the other girls in stripping. I think she'd go up and be like, nah, get out of my way and let me show you how it's done.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I could see Whitney not really wanting to go to the guys, because she's kind of like, whatever, but I could see her wanting to go on stage and get some camera time of her, like, being better.
Well, this is the reason why I say they want to go to a male strip club, because Heather wanted to get wild and just feel like some big men. So she's like, yo, let's just do this for Heather. Like, woo!
So maybe they fight over that. That would have been a nice fight.
Yeah, something.
Like, no, let's go to Chippendales. Yeah. No, let's go to Spearmint Rhino.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't know why I know those off the top of my head.
All right, let's go to Hustles. Yeah, the Hustles. Yeah. It's upstairs. Yeah.
But, okay, so then Meredith walks out, and then we got the blow-ups happening right at the moment. And then we got Heather and Whitney walk in.
Heather looks so good.
And it fucking popped off.
Oh my God.
Fast.
Yeah. Go ahead. Now, I want to put myself in Whitney's stilettos. She comes in like, yo, I just planned this dinner, and next thing you know, don't fucking talk to me.
And she's like, no, you don't. And she's like, you talk. And she's just like, I wasn't here for all this. Like, what the hell is happening?
What happened?
I just got here.
Like, literally, I thought everything was good. Like, I mean, Heather told me to brace myself, but damn.
This is crazy. I didn't know I was being assaulted.
Yes, that's crazy.
So then remember, she walks in, she's screaming, and then remember, Heather grabs her and says, hey, what's up?
And she
goes, boom, she hits her hand.
Yeah.
Like assaults her.
She hit her hand fast, like when you do the Family Feud, one hand behind your back, and you know the answer. You gotta first we ask the 10 People on the board, top 3 answers. Name a man's name that begin with letter H. Boom. Yeah, that's how hard she just snapped it.
Well, but my thing was like, we were working on speed today, boxing, and I thought,
yeah,
Heather, or no, Jen, like
little reflex.
I think that she could have a history, like she could have a future in boxing.
She got a little right hand.
Like,
yeah, it was nice.
She's like, hey, bro, go back.
Here's the thing. We know Heather is soft because when she did that, I heard her shake her hand like, ow.
I think she went to the hospital. I think she got there was a medic there.
little brittle.
Because Jen was bah.
Yeah, Jen.
She almost went up top with it, and she held it back.
She held it. Yeah, she held it
back. She almost used the hook and took her out.
If that was Whitney, I'd have felt sorry for her.
Whitney would have gone down.
She'd have gone down.
She would have gone down. So then immediately, I mean, and she's losing it, which is really weird because my thing is like, no one else was yelling or angry or anything.
They're in Vegas.
So it was like, it was really weird to watch her freak out like that because that's what showed you how like off her rocker she is right now. Like, it wasn't like they were, it's not like the Mary thing where they were going back and forth for like an hour and then finally it bubbled up. It was like 20 seconds in, Jen's screaming. Then Whitney walks in with Heather casually and she's screaming at her. Heather touches her. She hits her. It was like, dude, Jen, like, something's going on with you. Like, you're out of control. Like, could you imagine walking into dinner and I'm just like, Malik, you fucking asshole, I want to fucking, and you're just like, what, dude? Like, I just got here. Like, I'm just grabbing some no pulp. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, thank God at least that Heather warned Whitney a little bit to like, at least know like, oh, I know where this is coming from. Then Lisa's hanging in there, talking with her, following her out as she walks out, which is another one. I mean, I would have been so over that. I would have been like, cool, like, have a good night. Bye.
I'd have found Meredith.
Yes, I would have found Meredith, but it was so weird to see her like following her.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it was just like, that's who Lisa is?
No.
Why was she following her to make it work?
That is weird.
Maybe they're closer than it looks like on the show?
Nah. Come on. This woman runs Sundance. She don't need to run.
That's what I'm saying. She's not running around with this crazy lady.
That was bizarre to see
how hard she was going.
Yeah. Maybe she wants to be the only one mad at Whitney. I don't know, but it was kind of bizarre to see Lisa put herself, because she, again, to the viewers and everyone who watched the show, she holds herself to a what? High standard. So I think that she genuinely, I don't know. I don't trust that. Honestly, I didn't trust that.
I didn't know what that was.
For
Did
me,
it almost feel like Jen had a secret about Lisa, and so she was trying to kind of be super like, hey, because maybe she knows some shit that she doesn't want to leak her.
Could be.
It's kind of a thought.
Could be.
Like maybe Jen knows stuff about everyone. Meredith, everyone. Maybe she knows something about Lisa. So she's running, Lisa's running after her, being like, hey, everything's fine. What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah.
But things change.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, because
when everyone comes back into the room.
Yeah. Well, things change, but at the same time, we don't forget that little remark that Whitney made about how scared she was when she was in.
Yeah, she said, I was afraid. I thought I was threatened.
It threatened, and then what she said about the period. She was like going down the water slide. And she had
at a water park.
A water park, and she got a period. And I was like, girl, that is too much information. Now,
you're like, that is specific.
Yeah, because I was out there one time, and I saw some little blood.
I thought this was like a Red River.
I thought it was a Red River.
I thought it was like, Red River was like the name of the...
Bro, I was like, hold on, this is in scripture, but Red River. I was like, oh,
Moses.
I was like, let me slide.
Parting of the Red Sea,
and it all goes back to Mary. You see what I'm saying? Because she's God's vessel. No, Mary praises. Come on,
oh my,
come on. Who does she praise the most? Jesus.
Oh my God.
God. So I'm going down.
So what happens is that you were at the same park.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I didn't know that. Yeah, she said it. And I remember I was going down this water slide at the top.
You're like, God, and you're like, this is my moment.
Yeah.
God's come to save me.
Because when I went up there, it looked clear water. It looked like it was clear.
Thought.
I was like, hold on. Yeah, far away, but no close. It was my turn. Because I remember I went out there, someone in like a 2-piece suit, and they had like a little tattoo on the side. I couldn't see it. And I remember an old guy. 2-piece suit
at the water park?
Yeah, 2-piece suit. It was an old guy. It was an old guy.
That's weird.
He had a 2-piece suit.
Sure.
And
he was your friend?
No. He had a blondie with him. Oh. And then Will's like, hurry up. And then after the blondie went, It's just like a red river.
And you were like, dude.
I was like, praise him.
And then praise him.
Yeah, praise him.
You thought it was like an omen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she just basically revealed now that it was not an omen. It was a nightmare for you.
Here's the thing. I had a rash when I got.
Little did you know.
Got a rash in my back. But anyways, so she
comes. So Lisa comes back.
Yeah.
And we got
Heather. Jen comes back because she forgets her purse. She forgets her purse.
Well, yeah. So they do a quick thing of screaming more and then leaves.
Okay, yeah.
But Lisa comes back from following
Meredith. I mean, Jen.
Yes. Lisa comes back from following Jen. So now it's Heather, Whitney, and Lisa. They're talking, going back and forth. Now the real sniper move here was then Whitney is going like, wow, this was crazy. Well, I don't know why she's so crazy. That was crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, hey, by the way, she doesn't have your back. She was telling us all of this shit about you. And then that's when Lisa got pissed. Mm-hmm. Because she goes like, yeah, well, she's been talking shit about you too. And then about Meredith. About Meredith. And then she's like, you don't talk about my friend, all these different things. And then she's like, fuck that. She's dead to me kind of vibe. So basically, Whitney saw a moment and was like, I can turn Lisa 100. Like, Lisa's already pissed, but she's kind of chasing her. Let me turn her all the way against. So she turns her all the way against. And now we know, like, everyone's off of Jen.
Yeah.
Right?
Rightfully so.
And then it shoots over to Jen in the hotel.
Coach Shah.
And who's just getting an earful?
Coach Shah.
Poor coach.
He's like, bro, this is not what I mean.
He's like, dude, I got you out of the house. I had the shuffleboard all to myself.
Come on, I got Airbnb.
I had the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
I had the random Airbnb just stacked full of Coors Lights. And night one.
Yeah, night one.
You're calling me.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Where's Heather? I noticed he kept saying.
Poor Coach Shah.
He was like, is Heather with you? Is Heather with you?
He's like, let me talk to Heather. Let me FaceTime with her.
She was like, Heather is dead to me. He was like, wait, whoa, let's not be crazy.
He's like, hey, she will always be
alive in this house.
Love. I mean, your best friend.
My first love. Da-doom. 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 My first love. Da-doom. Yeah, but he goes. So he's getting.
Find the beat on that one. I'll be honest with you.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know what it was.
But anyways,
Do-do. Oh.
My first love. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to serenade a housewife. Heather,
Okay.
where you at? Now, so we get to, and he's getting an earful and she's going in and all I hear is screaming. She's screaming so much. I didn't even hear Coach Shah's voice. Yeah. I don't even know if he was on the phone.
No,
it just said at the bottom.
It just said Sharif. Why did it use his name?
Because they forgot that wasn't the Shah talk.
Was that Sharif? Like an editor wasn't on that day or something? It was like, dude, Coach Shah. His name is not Sharif. He doesn't have a name. He's Coach.
Coach, exactly.
Okay.
I was like, this is weird.
How dare you disrespect him?
And in the other room, who we have, who walks
the squad.
The squad. Now
the meeting of the Dark Lords without the Jen.
The Jen.
I mean, that's like the middle finger. They all combined together in their room, and they're all just like, let's talk about it.
Nice room, though. I love how they had like a suite.
Whitney suite?
Yeah.
Killing it.
That was beautiful.
It was the survivors of the Jen assault.
We survived.
Meredith
was already there. She already like, hey, I got orange slices for y'all. How was it? Yeah.
She's like, I've been nursing my wounds.
So
it was like the mob bosses getting together. Like, how you doing? Let's talk.
Nah, it's not. Well, they didn't have the Godfather. The Godfather's Mary.
That's that's the thing. She's a mob boss. She's never there.
You don't see her.
Those are the people. This was like the bosses, not the boss.
Well, in
the Italian families, the bosses meet.
Yeah,
but the main boss is like in Italy somewhere. You don't even know him.
It's kind of like Charlie's Angels. We never seen Charlie.
Never seen.
But we always see the angels. We only hear. Oh, I love that.
You never even know what he looks like.
Mary gave y'all one meeting at her Mary Gala, and she was like, okay, y'all want to do this? Okay. But anyway, so we get to the mob bosses meeting, right? And that's when I see Heather outfit. Now here's the thing, Heather. Girl. Anyways, let me get off it. So we sat down like, hey, my God. So I think the last person to walk in was Lisa, I think? No, or
Whitney? No, Whitney was already there. Meredith was the last
Meredith,
one.
Yeah. Because she was like, oh my God, what happened? It was like, you missed the assault.
Yeah.
All right.
went crazy.
They go and they start discussing, and then Whitney just dropped the bomb. She was like, yo, listen, and she's been talking bad about your marriage.
Yeah.
And then Meredith was like, okay, enough is enough since everyone is so interested in my marriage. So she admits that.
She admits.
She's between her and
I mean, that was huge. And it was so fast.
Yeah.
But it was huge.
She tried to gloss over it, but at the same time, I'm like, hold on, you was out here seeing dudes. Like when Seth was like, let me see your phone.
Smashing homies.
Never, yes.
Smashing homies out in the street.
Yeah.
And he knew that shit.
He knew. He just didn't want to believe it.
Let me see your phone then.
He didn't want to believe it though.
He's like, I know that you're talking to guys because I see you at 2 a.m. texting. And then the second I look over in bed, you hide like you were sleeping. So I know some shit's up.
And also it's probably like one of his homies like, yo, hey bro, what's up with you and Meredith? What do you mean? We great. You sure? Because I see her at the restaurant with some dude. Nah, man, we good. That's probably what her business mean. Like, you sure? They just started kissing. I said they're good. We're good.
He's a trainer.
He's a trainer. He's getting her in shape. You sure they took? Bro, hang up. All right. And then that's when he kind of like, he's just so blind because he's still love. He's, you know what I mean? What is it called? P-whip? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So it's just like, I don't want to believe it. But at the same time.
Maybe rose-colored glasses.
Rose-colored
a little nicer.
I like that. Okay.
You know what I mean? He's like thinking, it's fine. Let me just not block it out.
Block it out.
That's why he drinks so much, probably.
So that's why, and then he doesn't want to lose. And Seth in love. Like Seth, he doesn't want to lose.
He wants to keep it.
I mean, anytime he had to like put up with Brooks, I know that man's in love.
He knows I need someone to help with that.
But here's when Meredith dropped that big bomb, Lisa didn't know any of this.
Dude, that was brutal.
Like,
Lisa was devastated. How
does Jen know?
Like your best friend. You had no idea.
Yeah. How does Jen know? And that's why every time she heard that, she was like, oh, Meredith, that's a lie. Meredith would have told me.
Well, that's what was so brutal about the whole thing was like, after all this, Jen was right.
Jen wins.
Jen was right.
She's
freaking out. Everyone's deserted her, but she was right in that way, at least. Now, should she be talking about it? No, but she was right.
Yeah. That's why I think that a lot of people are so upset with her, like, because of her vile, malicious ways, is because you didn't have any right to spread people's personal business out there in the street, knowing, like, what if they'd have brought up, like, Coach Shah, you know, he's really not on, you know, college recruits.
Right. It was huge.
You know what I mean? And she's like, no, you know, so again, I'm pretty sure and I want to put that bad juju on Coach Shah because, you know, he's a faithful guy in the Airbnb.
Good guy.
All right. But the fact that, like, she's running and telling everyone's business and they accepted it.
Bad.
Come on now.
But it was crazy. She got it right.
She was right.
That was crazy. She nailed it.
Yeah, it was right.
Another little side thing before we leave this area. I didn't really catch this, and this might have been in last week's episode, but I'm forgetting. When they said that Jen threatened to kill Whitney, and she said she'll drown her in the river behind her house, I was like, that's fucking mental. That's a crazy thing to say about someone who the worst thing they ever did to you was like say that your friends were talking bad about you.
Behind your back at your husband's party.
And that's the worst thing. And now you deserve to be drowned. I was like, Jen doesn't mess around.
I mean, Whitney has kids. Like, why would
I mean, that's psychotic. Like, when are we going to see her work out and be on the pole? Like,
she needs to pole.
She needs to pole. Like, if you killed her, how would she pole?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't think it's going to be some cold poles in Utah?
Cold poles.
In Salt Lake City.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, how dare you
exactly.
keep the coals,
poles cold.
I get the pole cold.
Yeah,
all right.
I got you 100%. Who's going to wipe them down? You got to wipe them down.
That was fucking crazy, though. Imagine being like, hey, Malik, did you hang out with that guy that I don't like? And you're like, yeah. And you're like, I'm going to kill you in your sleep if you hang out with him again. And be like, dude, chill.
Yeah, relax.
Your left uppercut is not good right now. Okay, what are you going to do to me? How's that even possibly going to be a problem for me? Okay, so then we got next morning.
Yeah.
And kind of everybody's waking up. We had Brooks saying that like he had the worst morning ever because his dog pooped. And he almost cried. So that was great.
Can we not discuss Brooks on this podcast?
No problem. Brooks is gone. Bye, Brooks. And then we have Whitney. What's she doing in the morning?
Oh, Whitney is stretching. She's so flexible.
What's she doing? She's doing like
basically
full blown like ankle behind the head.
Yeah.
She's always showing off. She's always showing off.
Let that woman show off.
I feel like she's always trying to get the guys to go crazy for her. You know that. You know, she's always kind of like, she's going, I'm just stretching this how I normally stretch. But like, No one stretches like that in the morning.
And he's trying to meditate. Like
no one stretches like that.
Nah.
Get out of here.
Nah, you don't do that.
No, it's just like, let me do this like erotic stretch for the camera. Like, get out of here with that.
Let me do this stretch for Chad, the producer,
exactly.
and Carl, the camera guy. All right, can you zoom in, Carl? Carl, can you zoom in?
Carl,
I'm about to put my head.
this?
I'm about to get my head around my toes around my head. You can do that? Yeah, watch. Look. Yeah.
So then we go over to Mary.
Queen Mary. Respect
Queen
her.
Mary.
Respect her.
Hasn't left her
Castle.
No, hasn't left her closet
that's out of an
in
apartment.
5 weeks.
That's out of that house. Yeah.
I mean, just literally been in the same spot. It was funny. She hits me as like Richie Rich. Like he walks around like a 5-year-old with like juice, and she's like just a rich person walking around her house. And then remember, she walked into her bedroom and her like servant was sitting down for a second. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Sorry, I was just sitting for a second on my bed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She like walked out.
Yeah.
It's like she caught like, "Why are you sitting? Do not be sitting.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Don't be sitting in my presence. You got to pick up all these clothes. How are they going to pick them? They're not going to pick themselves up.
I'm not a hoarder. So come on.
I'm not a hoarder. You got to make me stop looking like a hoarder. I don't even know your name. You've been working for me for 40 years. What? I don't even know what your name is.
Remind me again. It's never mind. Just pick these
pick up my clothes.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
your name. So Lisa calls her.
Yeah. Out of all people, yeah.
I mean, talk about another dagger to the heart of Jen. So not only has Lisa decided to befriend and be cool with Whitney, she then calls her number one enemy.
The person who set all this up.
And then said everything about her and been like, yeah, like, can you believe that? It's crazy. And Mary obviously says that, yeah, Jen's crazy and you can't fix crazy, or what do you expect? Whatever. And Lisa then says, I miss you, Mary.
Yeah.
That was savage.
Yeah.
I mean, because just 10 hours before, everything was fine with Jen, with her. And now, within 10 hours, calls her mortal enemy to say that she misses her.
Well, in the meeting of the mob bosses, she said, I don't want to be her friend right now. And you remember, she was like, honestly, the way she behaved and said that stuff behind my back and said like some crazy stuff to Whitney, like, I don't want to be her friend. But then, again, this is why Mary is Queen Mary.
Yeah.
She goes and says, I told these people months before, like what Jen is. And boom, we flash back. She was like, yo, Jen, you see how we're talking right now? She doesn't listen to anyone and she wants to get a point across. And then boom, she was like, God be with you. So basically Mary is saying, I'm a vessel. All right, I'm a vessel here. I was trying to give y'all that message to let y'all know she's not the one.
Yeah.
Now y'all chose her at my Mary Gala.
Yeah.
Now you deal with it.
Yep.
Oh, but Mary, we miss you. I miss you too.
She's like, you deserted me.
You deserted
now I know I can't trust you. Now you will always pay, but I'm going to bring you back in. Like the succubus I am. I'm going to bring you back in like the sucker you are.
Yep. And listen, like we were saying earlier, keep your friends close, but your enemies
100%.
closer. And you don't tell your enemies what your left hand is doing for your right hand.
And what's she been doing? She has been in her closet plotting.
She's
not gone to the dinners.
Nope.
She's not gone to the parties.
Nope.
She's not gone to Vegas.
She's
not gone to anything. And because she's in her lair, she's plotting.
Let me ask you this.
Every move.
Let me ask you this. After every big debacle, every big commotion, or every big chaos situation story, what's the next day? It's a FaceTime call from Whitney to Mary, or a FaceTime call from Lisa to Mary. She's getting all the scoop. And she's like, okay, she's going back to her lair. And she's like, okay, how can I crush Jen this time? How can they all delay? Because at that party, they were all for Jen. She's like, oh, girl, I'm going to call you. And everyone was like, you know what? Jen is not that bad. So Mary's like, okay, well, I'm going to just isolate myself from this situation. I'm going to let y'all do this, but I'm going to drop this little seed. Hey, Whitney, Meredith, and Lisa said they're scared of Jen. That's all it took. That's all it took. She knew Whitney.
And if even we back it up a little bit, this shows you the mob boss level of Mary.
Okay, go ahead.
Mary hasn't left her house.
Her castle.
Okay.
No disrespect.
So Mary starts, this is the magic of Mary.
Magic Mary.
Mary looks at everyone in the group and goes, I can prey on Jen. She gets Jen to go wild, right?
About hospitals.
Crazy. Makes her go crazy about something so small.
Something small, yeah.
Then goes, after the Met Gala, after everything, she goes, I'm going to go inside my house now. And I like working from home. So she talks to Jen and Meredith. She talks to Lisa and Meredith. And they're gossiping. And she gets Lisa and Meredith to admit that they're afraid of Jen. Boom. First nugget planted and ready to go. Then she calls Whitney, or Whitney calls her. Probably got Whitney to call her.
Come over.
Come on over. Let's hang out. Then she goes.
Because she's not leaving that castle.
Not leaving that castle. Then nugget number 2. She goes, well, you know that Lisa and Meredith are afraid of Jen. I don't know. You can do with that what you want. Then Whitney goes, what?
Now, can we explain
Whitney goes
why?
to the party.
Can we explain why she chose Whitney out of all people?
She knew.
Why everyone earlier that season, Whitney goes, yeah, I'm the youngest, but everyone feel like they can come to me and I help them out. Because again, only person that was jealous of Whitney at that time was Lisa, because she saw a younger Lisa in Whitney.
And she also knows Whitney's a little bit of a sucker for gossip.
Lisa
and Meredith are not.
Yep.
So she knew, I can plant the seed. Heather's not a fan of, but Whitney is. So she plants the seed with Whitney. What does Whitney do? Whitney goes to the party, plants the seed in Jen. Now everyone's freaking out. Everyone's created a whole problem. Then, still sitting in her house, causes so much drama. The fact that Whitney, and now Jen is fighting Whitney. Okay. Then they don't get back along. Then the Whitney blow up causes a problem for everyone. But then Whitney works it out with Lisa and Meredith. That boils over Jen even more. Now Jen freaks out, can't handle it. Now Jen has been separated from the entire group. And then at the very last minute, Lisa calls Mary, goes, hey, how you doing? I miss you. So without even leaving her bedroom, she went from being the most isolated one to then isolating her enemy from all her friends and getting brought back into the group. I mean, it is okay. You know those masterclass videos online that you can pay for to like where a master,
of course.
It's like chess master teaches you chess, or a famous chef teaches you how to cook. Yeah. Mary is the masterclass.
It's different levels
of how to manipulate and use and trick people into doing what she needs and what she wants out of them without leaving the comfort of your hoarder closet.
She told me, she said, now we saw a couple of times she broke down. She cried. And
that was art.
That was art. That was beautiful. She wanted to
Matthew McConaughey. That was Daniel Day-Lewis.
That was Christian Bale. Come on,
and the
man.
Machinist.
Oh my God. I
believed every word.
I believed every
I was like, wow, she does have a heart.
And I felt bad for Mary. But then the fact that she knew she was going to get a call each time, then the ball is rolling. And she's like, okay, a little bit more. Hey, we're going to Vegas. Do you want to come? Is Jen showing up? Yes, Jen's going. Yeah, I'm going to just sit this one out, girl. I love you. Text me when you get back. Have a great time.
No jealousy, no weirdness.
She knew it. And then when she said in her interview, she was like, yo, I know Jen. Jen is, you can't define crazy. She put crazy in Lisa's head about Jen. So she sees it. She's like, yeah, but you crazy kid. There's no thing for crazy. I've been trying to tell y'all that. So now, do you ever want to hang out with a crazy person? Just be honest. You've been in all your life. Do you ever want to sit there and hang out? Like, yeah, this guy's cool, but he's crazy. Do you want to go out with him?
No.
Okay, cool. So she put it in that fact, like, not only do I want to dagger Jen, I want to twist that knife. I want to turn it. Yeah, she's crazy. And it was like, yeah, I know. Lisa's like, you're right. Oh my God, yes. I miss you, girl. Let's hang out soon. She said, okay, love you, bye. And she hung up that FaceTime call. And then she said, house cleaning lady, it's time. I'm about to show my face outside.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
She's the mob boss in Italy.
Yeah.
Who finally goes,
it's Gomorrah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Let's go see the boys.
Yeah. It was she had like 2 grapes in the bottom of her mouth.
It was Marlon Brando.
She's,
it's time to go see the boys now.
Yeah. Kiss the ring.
She finally shows her face. She's going to come down from the mountain. Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
That's what it seems like.
You come here.
You come to see me.
You come here to see me because you want to marry my daughter.
I love you.
Hello. Yeah. The kisses. Yes. Yeah, but that's so beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, art. Beautiful.
She won this season for me. She systematically set traps. And us, the viewers, the audience, we didn't see it coming.
I mean, it's one thing to set traps for the ladies.
Yeah.
It's another to set traps for the ladies and the audience. So the whole time we're going, man, maybe she does feel bad about the fact that she's not being, invited. Oh, maybe she is sad about the fact that she's living her grandmother's life. No. This has been orchestrated.
Yes.
This is the symphony.
You know how you watch CSI or Criminal Minds and they like show the person that did it, but they play like, oh no, I was here the whole time.
And they make you think the whole time you're like, oh, I gotta feel bad for this guy. He went through a hard life, and then you find out like he beheaded people, and you're like, oh shit.
Oh, exactly. It's Mary. Now Mary, next episode, she's stepping out of the house to go see her work. Mm-hmm. She like right now, you're all my puppets. Mm-hmm. The puppet master. Mm-hmm. We called this last episode.
She's the Joker. She wants to walk out into the city.
She wants to walk out to the city. She's like, Batman doesn't know I have a whole bomb set up for him, but he's still focusing on the mayor. He doesn't know once he say the mayor. Exactly.
There's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. And I left a card to let him know it's me. Mm-hmm. So listen, I'm thinking it's chess, not checkers.
Dude, Jen's playing
chess. I mean checkers.
Hopscotch.
Playing hopscotch.
And like
she's playing Uno cards with no draw fours.
Yep. And Mary is playing chess like a master German player.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
This is like
Mary, please turn off your comments.
This is Mayweather versus Evan Ambrose. You know what I mean? It's
a mismatch.
It's
a mismatch.
Brutal to watch.
Okay, so we just finish it off because we just unraveled. Yeah.
So we basically figured out everything.
Everything, yeah.
So then we got what do we got here? We got the ladies in the room. Then we worked through that. The next morning, Whitney doing splits. Mary in her place. Lisa, I miss you so much. We got Heather goes to Jen's room.
Yeah.
So the ladies are going, right? Like we got Lisa, Meredith, and Whitney are like, where are you, Heather? And she's like, we'll be there soon. Okay, so they're going to go off to do some fun stuff. Heather goes into Jen's room.
Because Jen texted her, said, I'm leaving. I left.
Yeah. So she thinks she's gone. Well, all of a sudden, wait, what? Why aren't you? And then we walk into this room. There's 47 people in the room.
Yeah.
There's like random assistants, random ladies doing makeup. And it's like, wait, are you going somewhere? Or are you just getting your makeup done and have your team working with you for no reason?
Anyone is in that room. I thought I saw you in that room.
I was there for a while.
Okay, cool.
But then I left just because I didn't have anything to do.
Okay, I saw a reflection.
Yeah. So then she calls her out. And Heather basically calls her out and says, you're in the wrong. You're crazy. You are losing your mind. And Jen still can't get it. She's still just like, what are you talking about? And it's like, how after all this, you still don't get it? Like, it's so bizarre to me. And she's like, no, you're the one that fucked up. Everyone else is okay. You're fucked up. Jen's freaking out, right? She's just like, why can't everyone just admit they're wrong? And Heather's like, you're wrong. Doesn't get it, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever. It's kind of a repetition, but it is crazy to watch Heather start to realize. That was like the real moment where she goes, oh, I can't fix this. Like, you're gone. Mm-hmm. Like, I thought last night you just overreacted. No. You're legitimately a lost cause. Mm-hmm. You could see it. Mm-hmm. You could see her going like, oh, wow. Okay. So then they all show up. The other three girls show up to the hypnotist.
Yeah.
By the way, I think I want to be a hypnotist because that chick's house is Game of Thrones level.
Your chakra's off. I wanted to tell you that when we started.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What is going on there?
She wrote a book, and clearly, like, books gives you...
Dude, that literally looked like a Game of Thrones, like, castle.
Honestly, I thought that was like a venue. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, they showed
like a movie house, like a movie studio or something.
Exactly.
Crazy.
She was like, yeah, let's go. We got
she's like, hey, welcome. It's good to see you. The other girls don't know what's happening, which is kind of weird. It's a weird move to like ask someone to be hypnotized, but if you don't, what if they don't want to be? It's kind of a weird move.
Especially from the girl that looked like the girl that play off Brave, that cartoon animation. I was like, oh, hell no. Ain't she supposed to be like, she like
Brave. The only reason why I know that is because I'm a 5-year-old. Why do you know what that movie is?
Because I love Disney.
Like Brave is like a deep cut too. Yeah. It's not even like a. Okay, so Brave, that was amazing. So
because you know she did.
Yeah, totally. So they walk into the house. What does Lisa say? Oh, I love that.
And what did she say in her interview? I love this. I don't want to be hypnotized because I hold myself up to a what?
High standard.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so then they start okay, so then Heather walks in. And she brings with her Jen. I would have been so pissed.
The energy shifted.
I would have been so pissed if I would have set that whole. If I was Whitney, I would have been pissed because I would have been like, we set this whole day up. We're hanging out, and you bring her. Like, will you stop it with this? Like, I'm a good friend thing. Like, Heather, you're super mature and you're doing a great job, but like at some point,
Chill.
No one wants to see that girl anymore. She brings her in. Of course, Jen's like rolling her eyes and being awkward and can't hold the balls right. And the girls are just like, we're trying to hold some balls.
And Whitney goes, I like balls. Again.
I mean, saw that coming from a mile away with the corny joke.
Yeah,
you know what
stop
I mean?
being.
Okay, we get it. Stop being overly like. It's always like, I'm so sexy, I'm so hot. It's like trying a little hard with like the.
Thank you.
You're trying to thirst trap a little bit.
That was a little cringe. Yeah.
A little cringe.
Yeah.
I love balls. Okay, I get it. You're sexual. So then we go. Then I love this because the hypnotist is like, okay, there's some shits that's off. Let's go sit over here and do a therapy session. Out of nowhere.
She felt it.
So funny because it wasn't even like about therapy. It was just like hypnotism. But like she's just like, we need to go do some therapy.
Well, if everyone's closed their eyes and then, the hypnotist goes and she opens her right eye and she sees Jen just staring at her
Just
like this.
rolling her eyes. She's like,
like, are you okay? She's like, I'm uncomfortable. She's like, girl, let's take this shit to the other room. Because you're not about to mess up or you about to shout over this fine table. I just got this.
it was $50,000.
$50,000 off this fresh book.
This is a ball table. You think I'm wasting it on your rolling eyes ass?
Exactly. We're going to this dining room and we're going to sit on those, the love seats. Go ahead.
I'm going to let you freak out. So the hypnotist goes full-blown therapist. Jen starts throwing darts right away. Like she's already just kind of like, well, you this and this. And all the girls are just like, nope, I'm not having it. Nope, that's a lie. That's wrong. I was like, they shut her down quick.
I love that.
This is when we realized Jen is outmatched. What I realized is that Jen's only weapon is to yell and scream and freak out. When she's calm, she's not able to logically outthink everyone else. Like she's not even close. So she starts being like, well, this, and I think that you, and all of a sudden the girls were just like, nope, that's wrong. Nope, I disagree.
Lies. Yeah.
And you could tell she's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm used to just freaking out and screaming. That's the only option I have.
Creating chaos. So
then I thought it was interesting. Jen tries to drive a wedge between Whitney and the girls because she's like, well, don't you think it's crazy that Whitney said that about you, Lisa and Meredith, and how can you forgive her for that? And like, well, we forgave her. So it immediately bit her in the ass because she tried to make Whitney be alone, but then the girls were like, no, we got her back, we're cool, she apologized, we're good.
What about you saying this shit about Meredith marriage? No, I never said you lie. False. Yeah, so
that was like the dagger to the heart because out of nowhere, the person who never says anything, Meredith, just goes, you've been talking a lot about loyalty and how you have everyone's back, who has your back, and no one has your back. Then why are you talking shit about me and my marriage when I didn't tell you about it? We didn't talk about it. And out of nowhere, you're talking shit to multiple people. And Jen goes, I didn't do that. And Whitney and Heather go, yeah, you did. So immediately she's just like, so then this is great. This is great because she goes, well, and then like the therapist just goes, you should just say sorry, right? Out of nowhere. She just goes, you should just say sorry. And then Jen goes, well, okay. Well, she goes, sorry. Say sorry. And Jen's like, well, I'm sorry for you. And I'm sorry that she's like, no. Say, I am sorry for doing this. And you could tell. She was
like a child.
The hypnotist was like pissed. She's like, this is so easy. She goes, this is so easy for you. Why can't you just do it? And Jen was just like, Jen had never apologized. She just can't do it.
She can't do it.
And Meredith was like, you don't want me angry. Talk shit on me. I was like, whoa.
That was like, now she got excited. Now you're a housewife now, Meredith. Congratulations.
Let's just graduated.
Let's go.
For just a moment, you were a real housewife.
Let's go. Now, Jen, continue to talk about her marriage because I want to see her angry. I want to see. Hey,
start a couple more rumors. Let's get Meredith fired up, baby.
I was about to say, I was like, yo, Seth was in my girl's DMs. I'm just say that.
Yeah. You should have said something like that. Like, yo, Seth hit me up last night, by the way.
He hit me up last night. She's something. Come on.
Meredith felt, she's like, I don't get angry, but you do not want to see me angry. I'm like, dude, Meredith is scary. She'll come at you.
Come on, man. It's something. But anyways, go ahead.
So
kind of like ended on that.
So this is the main ending here, where I thought was like huge. It was such a slick move. The slickest move by and this showed you how bad Jen is at manipulation and winning these things.
Okay, right.
The therapist goes, let's play the trust game. Oh. Raise your hand if you trust Meredith. Or if you don't trust Meredith. No hands up. Raise your hand if you don't trust Lisa. No hands up. Raise your hands if you don't trust Whitney. I don't remember. I think any hands up. Raise your hands if you don't trust Jen.
Everyone.
All hands up. But worse, raise your hands if you don't trust Heather. And Jen raised her hand.
Mm-hmm. And that was
it.
Yeah. You lost everyone.
That was it. You just why would you do that?
Because she was basically saying, if you all are against me, then I'm gonna make sure everyone.
That was so childish. I was thinking you only have one ally this whole time.
No.
And then they showed the supercut of Heather following her out, being with her, doing all these things.
Everything.
And Jen just went, "Fuck you," and turned on her like that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty wild because you saw Heather's face, and she was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Game, set, match.
Like, I did all this for you, and I put my because like that Heather was afraid that all the other girls wouldn't like her anymore because of the fact that she was sticking with Heather.
Correct.
Sorry, sticking with Jen.
Yeah, Jen, yeah.
So that was the final dagger. Mm-hmm. That was it. Heather's like, "You're done," and that's the last of them. And I was like, "You're the spoiled kid who gets mad because she got beat at Xbox, so she took the Xbox home."
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's a perfect analogy.
And then she realized, I don't own the Xbox, and had to give the Xbox back to the other girls and walk home with no Xbox. Twice as bad.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. Who was that Xbox for? It's for Mary.
Mary owns the Xbox and rents it to them.
This is
Mary deals in Xboxes. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Mary is the Xbox.
She's the Xbox.
And she goes, "Here, you guys can borrow it. And I'm gonna let you borrow this game because I know Jen is not as good as you at this game, and I'm gonna let you all freak out, and then Jen's gonna lose her mind and realize she doesn't own the Xbox and doesn't have any other friends, and I'm gonna take my Xbox back, and then I own everyone.
I own everyone, because right now I see how y'all did me at the party. I remember that. Remember that
don't you forget,
Mary.
This is the beginning of the tapestry.
Yeah.
Take Jen out. Easy prey.
That's easy.
But it's all a beautiful tapestry.
We just exposed it. She didn't want us to. We've been saying it. I've been like, what's up with Mary, Mary, Mary? But this finale, then we finally see Mary out the palace or her castle or whatever you want, her lair. And she walks into Heather. But here's the thing. I don't think she expected Lisa to call Jen and invite her. I don't think she planned for that. So that kind of like threw, but again, Mary has a game plan. She's gonna solve that, but at the same time, threw it like a little rink in her plan, a little bit.
She'll come out for that.
She know how to adapt, but at the same time, it was like Heather's like big grand opening. No one's talked. That's why I asked, when the last time you talked to Jen? Everyone said like, oh, not since Vegas, but no one asked Lisa. Lisa talked to, and then she told Meredith, and she said, oh my God. And guess who comes scrolling in? Jen. So I'm just happy to see what goes on next week and how Mary just sets up and just like, continue to like kill it and push it and push the narrative.
And I'm also excited to see what the hell Meredith is wearing with that Kanye face mask.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
That is crazy.
So with that, good episode, good drama. The finale next week.
We got to move, man.
And we'll see what happens next. We'll definitely pick something exciting for the next round of analysis, and we'll see what we'll keep you guys updated on what we're gonna do next. But this has been awesome. I'm excited about this. I think it's gonna be a good finale. These chicks are ramping up. I really do feel excited about the fact that like they really have found their groove now.
Yeah.
Like each episode's getting good. They're really figuring it out.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
All right. Up until next week. Love you all. See you next week.
House cats.